Sorry guys, the video stopped recording for some reason. So, as I was saying, so when you close the leg, there is two notches, and I can show you, I think, is that we have one here. So, there is two tabs, sorry, on each side, and inside the black part of the leg, there's two notches there, and you have to make sure that those line up, otherwise the leg isn't going to close properly, and that's what just happened to me. But now I have it all lined up, all set and ready to go. We put the peg back in, this time permanently, or at least as long as I choose to have the upgrade kit on. Now, I have to figure out, because the instructions are a bit weird. So these are supposed to be under. So I think they just don't use that pod here on the side. Sorry, mine is a bit loose. I'm trying to have it. Okay. So from what I can see on the upgrades, because this part needs to be on top, but this part needs to be underneath. So I'm assuming we rotate here, and then we rotate here. Alright, then we turn, oops, of course now the cannon is coming off. And these are going to go somewhere different as well. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so this is going to go up. This is going to come down and up on the tower. And they're going up this way. Perfect. How do they set those cannons there? Again, magic. Okay, so now that we have it down in battle station mode, I don't see the holes. They have the extra cannons on each side of this somehow, but I just don't see where they clamp on. So for these guys, they come and use those pegs here. I guess we take the foot part off. Yes. So they come sit. Oh no, we don't. We leave it at the end. It's at the other end. Okay. So it would be this one and this one. So when looking inside, you would use this hole and this hole right here to peg this onto these two pegs right here. And again, lining them up is going to be the challenge. This one worked. There we go. And then same thing on the other side. And there we go. So this is where those ramps go. But I have to figure out those cannons. They show them. So this one be somehow on this side. I do see one hole, but not two. Oh. Bingo. I just gotta figure out the way to get them to face forward. The only way I see is like this, but they show them hanging out. Nope. I'm gonna have to look online for this one because the instructions just aren't clear enough for this. I just really can't see where they're supposed to hook up. But what they're saying in the instructions here is that these cannons should somehow be hanging on the edge here. Like, so if someone managed to get them on there and knows how, please leave it in the comments because I just can't do it right now. And then the last thing that they're showing us is for a different base mode. I'm trying to figure out where did the ramp go. 1 second. Oh, I see. So there's another mode that can be done for bass with this. I'm going to turn it around. So you take these off. You bring these up and lower the cannons. Actually, I believe it's like this. And then these ones come in to hook up on the shoulders. That's why we put pegs there. So on the front, you're going to use this one and this one to hook them on. Come on. Again, the design of this kit isn't the best. I mean, it does some good result when it's on, but to put it on is really a nightmare. Come on. It's like one of them will go, but the other won't. There we go. Oh, I see. So, no, it's not how. Jesus. It should not be this hard to fit in 2 pegs. Oh my God. There we go. And that's one side. Alright, sorry, the camera, again, I don't know what's going on tonight. It just keeps stopping to record on its own. So sorry if the video kind of skipped for this review. It wasn't intentional. I'm just having a problem with the rig. So I did put the other side, which was a little bit easier to put on. That's what happened while I was recording. So I will be back. So it will, obviously the video will cut off because I will just basically come back and finish the video with the hand application and the crotch application for you guys before we finish this. And also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the internet and figure out with other people who got this kit how to fix the guns on the middle tower, and I will bring that in. So for tonight, this is as much as I can do, and I will see you soon for the rest of the video. Alright, so as promised, guys, I did find a screwdriver that finally fits the screw. So just to give you a bit of a topo, I had to test it obviously before making the video, so I started unscrewing the screw that was giving me the problem. And this being very small, I didn't have a lot of grip to turn, so I had to use a vise grip around it and get it to turn. But now the screw is already started, so I'm just taking it out. So I think that part is done. So let's get the other ones. These ones are off as well. Let's get Yes, because I did take some off last time. Forgot about that. And here we are. Finally. Hopefully I didn't lose any. I have some in the box. We'll see in a minute. Let's set the screws aside. There they are. I think I might have lost one. Oh wow. Better than all of them. So, next step is to remove this hand. Make sure you grab the right side one and put the other one in place. And then we're gonna put the arm back. One second. There we go. And on the other side, one of the screws is here. Come on. One second, I think I'm going to need my other screwdriver for this one. What did I do with that one? They were here on the table. Just one second, guys. I know I have them. Here we are. Come on. Just got to be a bit more delicate with that one because it keeps skipping the track. Come on. There we go. And then the rest of them, so we'll do one here. When you get to the point where you get too much resistance, but you know it's not fully screwed in. Oh shit, I lifted it on the thread. And then here at the top, I'll do the outside. And hopefully I'll find the other screws. If not, I'll just go to my local hardware store and get one. Can't be that hard to find those screws. So that's one hand done. Now the other arm. And lo and behold, this one only has the 4 screw, not the 5. This is the same situation, so we'll take the vice grip and just get it started. There we go. to be a little more gentle with this one. And there we are. And then again, we take away this hand and replace it with this one. Surgical operation. There we go. And now we screw everything back in place. With the right tools, it's not that bad of a job. Definitely not as bad as the legs were. That was my least favorite part. Alright guys, sorry, my camera apparently messed up again. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on. As I was recording the arm, it stopped recording. I didn't notice. So, unfortunately, you've missed a part of the assembly. So, I guess I'm gonna deassemble those two screws and show you. So give me 1 second. Because I was having an issue with the other two anyways. So just 1 second. Okay. Come on. Those deep screws are the worst because you can't see where you're lining up your screwdriver and you don't know if you're hitting ahead of the screws or okay, I think I got it finally. Alright, so when you take it apart, you're going to be left with 3 pieces. Let me demonstrate. Okay, there we go. So, I'll keep the screws in there. So, this part comes off, this part comes off, and this part comes off. This is your back part. This is your front part. And this is what goes in between the two. Now, in the upgrade kit, you get this part right here that I'm holding. So this one will become your front part. This will no longer be used. And this becomes your back part. Now, in the assembly, this part comes in this way. There's 2 tabs and 2 notches. There we go. Lost another screw. Come on. Today is just not my day. There it is. And then you line those up. At least I try. There we go. And then we screw it all back together. Now the challenge here, as I was saying earlier, is actually hitting the head of the screw right. This one's done. And it's even worse with the 2 smaller ones at the bottom. Come on! Ah! This is a pain in my ass. And a pain is in his ass. Tell you, this upgrade kit is definitely not meant for people who do not have patience. And this sticker really starts to piss me off. Now we need this guy. Why isn't it lining up? I got it now. Here we have him, folks. Fully kitted. And I do apologize for the abrupt change after the crotch beast, but my camera keeps, again, fucking up for some reason, and I'm going to have to fix this. But here we have him. So as I said, fully kitted. So the hands, fully articulated. All of them at all the joints. And as you can see, I could easily create also a fist or a hand holding the sword here as well. And then shooting from said fist. And then we have the cannons on the front that makes him look a lot more badass. We also have, let's pop it off. So the head, let's look at it closely with the new side legs with Cerebros, providing a much more accurate headpiece for Fort Max. And then the sword, obviously, that I love. I'm just going to redo some of the lining at the top in black to match the bottom of it. But definitely an awesome piece as well. And then with his feet, it gives a bit of an ankle tilt as well. But the main advantage, as I was explaining earlier, is the ratchet joint in the hip. Because you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 clicks. I did get it to 11 earlier. There might have been... There's a little bit of give there for one more. But now my pin is back out. 1 second. We're good. And let's bring him back. So, it does add mobility and posability to the bot for the leg part. So, you're able to put him in some position that in the past, whoop, 1 second, may not have worked, but because of the new ratchet joints, oh, now it will. Come on. There we go. Some more action pose. It's always about finding center of gravity and the right angle. There we are. So, like I said, it does have some more posability, offering, you know, a more diorama-like or more action-like posability to the figure than the factory ship one was offering. And I really dig that about those upgrade kits. So, yes, it was a process to put on overall, but with the result that you get in the end, I strongly recommend DK04 and DK02 DNA Fort Max upgrade kit, as well as the sword upgrade, because it just makes him look beautiful. And we are going to have Fort Max coming back for one more appearance on the channel, hopefully soon, because I do plan on getting the Toy Hacks stickers to revamp his look and make him look his best. So this is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and this is Optimus Prime 86 rolling out.